Thank you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go over what we just went over already. Okay, Linda, can you scroll up just a little bit? Go over the participle one more time. Okay, we also covered that katav is strong. So if you put katav, katav, that, which means right, he wrote. If we put that in a yictol form, it's going to be yichtol. So if we take the word nafal, which is a weak verb, it begins with a nun. What will happen, Linda, if we put that in a yiktol form?
The known
You
as
remember, Rod?
assimilated
The nun is assimilated. Why?
because it's weak.
Because it's weak. Good. So scroll down a little bit here.
And it
Scroll
goes
down
and
just a
becomes
little
an
bit.
olive.
Right. You would expect it to be yinapol, just like yichtol. You'd expect the yichtol to be yinapol, but it doesn't do that. That's why I say no. It doesn't do that. The nun is weak. So it gets truncated and becomes smaller and becomes yichtol because the nun is weak. It's in the first position, right? A is relating to the first letter. Ta'al, ta'al. Ta'al begins with a K. Nafal begins with a nun. So it's in that first position. That's why it says A apostrophe nun. That nun is weak. Okay, scroll down just a little bit to the next one. Okay, so now we have different forms. We have katal. That's the one we started off with. Nafal. He fell. So explain to me, Rod, what no fell. What is a participle do? No fell.
Uh, he he fell. Like, oh, the
No fell. The
participle.
participle. Yeah, if
Oh, no
we
fell.
the if,
Oh, so
yeah,
that's like he is falling or the one who falls.
right. So a participle participates in being both a noun and a verb at the same time. It describes continuous action while describing the person doing that action. So, for instance, the guy who's fixing, who's the guy who's fixing your island, Rod? Who's that
Yeah,
guy?
that's Phil.
Phil, right? And Phil is the one who's fixing your island. That's a participle. That whole chunk of words, he is the one who's fixing. In Hebrew, that would be one word. Like if he was falling, he's the one who was falling. It would be one word, no fell. That's what a participle does. It takes all those ideas and makes it one idea. It's a noun and a verb participating as one idea. An absolute, an infinitive. What's an infinitive, Linda?
That's the infinitive. Involves infinite. Um,
Okay, it sounds like it would do that. But I just use that infinity symbol as a way for you to remember what it's called. But
right.
I
I
also
just
gave you Hamlet.
Hamlet to
What is
be or
it?
not to be.
Right. So an infinitive is like to run, to fall. Okay, that's the way an infinitive is. No fall, to fall. These people to fall, something like that. No fall. He to fell. He was the one to fall, something like that. That's what an infinitive does. He was the one who fell in that time because ba is in something, right? So it's going to have a ba prefix. It's that case. It's going to have a lamed. If he's the one to fall, it's going to have a lamed prefix. Okay. Now let's keep going. One last final thing we'll cover here. Okay. Uh, for this video. So when we want to put something that's a weak verb, like the fall, into a yictal form, it's going to behave differently. The nun is going to disappear in certain cases. So, so if we want to say I will fall, what would be the right choice here? If we were to say I will fall, first common singular.
E- 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 Epol.
F full right here, right? F full.
Epol.
And then we know the third masculine form, Rod, which would be what for Nepal? You want to say Nepal, Yixon, he will fall. What would we say?
Epo.
Nepal, right. Okay, and so now that's important. Now we've got to know how would we say we fell? We will fall. How would we say we will fall?
The Nepo.
That's yes,
Epol.
because that's first common plural, right? Yipol. How would we say, those men will fall, right? Those men will fall. Third masculine
That's
plural. Those men.
That'd be the Yeep Blue.
Yipaloo. Yipaloo. Make sure you go Yipaloo. Yipaloo.
are the plurals on the left side?
Yes, the
Yeah.
plurals are on the left side and the singulars are on
Okay.
the right side. Correct. Is
I
that
had that
helpful?
back. I had that backwards. That's why I was
Okay, well,
struggling with it.
now it's recorded for you. Now you'll never get it backwards. Here we go.
Right.